We are going to have to make a choice if we are to survive as a species. We only have one planet, and we can only move in one direction. We cannot split the planet into left-wing or right-wing, capitalist or socialists. We have to get real about the challenges we face and embrace the best practices of all our societies to shape a global civilization that can live in harmony with the planet and each other. There are three dominant paradigms that shape the cultures of our societies. The first is the paradigm of power, the idea that life is a competition to rule the world. This is the dominant paradigm that shapes the Eastern cultures and has resulted in tyrants and dictator rulers, human rights abuses, endless conflicts and wars, and the rule by force approach. The second is the wealth paradigm, the idea that life is a competition for ownership of the world, a need for the ongoing accumulation of money and property. This is the dominant paradigm that shapes the Western cultures. And the end result is excessive greed, excessive consumption, gross inequity, and degradation of our planet and environment. Number three is the paradigm of peace, the idea that life is a gift to be shared and enjoyed equally amongst all people. This is the culture promised to the people by almost all major religions, government leaders, and sages throughout history. But no generation of leaders have ever been able to deliver. The only country that I can think of that comes close to delivering on the ideal society in the developed world is a tiny country in Europe called Andorra.
This is Andorra. Elementary and middle schools are mandatory and free, making the country's literacy rate 100%. They don't print their own money, and the unemployment level is 2.5%. The country has never had an army or a Ministry of Defense. There are no prisons, lawyers are forbidden, and the crime rate is one of the lowest in the world, at 154 crimes per 100,000 residents. The mail services are free for everyone. The average life expectancy is 83 years. The long lives are provided thanks to the clean air and cold but sunny climate. They have 300 sunny days per year, as well as excellent health care that is free to all working citizens and their families.
If we do choose the paradigm of peace, perhaps we can use Andorra as a best practices model and a starting point for development of a better civilization. If we consider the other two choices, wealth or power, from either a moral or spiritual perspective, the answers become obvious. They both contradict all our moral and spiritual values. If we consider the power and wealth paradigms from either a logical or rational perspective, notwithstanding the fact that you can't take anything with you, neither model makes any sense, because they both lead to the end of human civilization. And although human civilization may naturally come to an end at some time in the future, I don't think it's in our best interest to accelerate the process. We have all the knowledge, technology, and models to build peaceful, progressive, and sustainable societies. All we need is a generation of leaders with a higher level of consciousness. Leaders more concerned with responsibility than with power. Leaders more concerned with management of resources than exploitation and ownership of resources. More concerned with the appropriate integration of our diverse cultural gifts than in divide and conquer strategies. More concerned with people than with profit. We need to stop raising tyrants and start raising leaders. I am asking you to choose and promote the paradigm of peace. I hope you find this content useful and you will share it with others. Subscribe to our channel for information on other critical issues and how you may contribute to the greater good. And please leave us your comments and recommendations below. Let's build a better world together.